So I recently got this ball. It's actually a marine buoy, and I've hung it from the ceiling and I've basically filled it up with water. So it's got something like about 45 litres of water in here. So it's about 45 kilograms, and it's quite heavy mass, and it's hanging down here, and it's actually proving to be a very interesting thing to use when trying to develop my structure and internal energy. And I'll just give a demonstration of how it can be used in different ways. So probably the first way is just, once you get the thing swinging, you try to slow it down, and you just try to keep your rounded structure in your arms. And your feet can either be planted on the floor, shifting the weight forwards and backwards, or you can actually also step. You're keeping that rounded shape in your arms, structure in your arms. And you're just trying to harmonise with the weight of the buoy as you go forwards and backwards, trying to keep the structure, but also trying to stay very soft. And because there's quite a weight there, it's actually like practicing with a partner, and you can really start to harmonise your mass and the mass of the ball into one. You can then start to do that with different areas of the forearm. You can do it rotating, coiling, sticking. You can switch arms. You can do two arms. The other thing you can do is, as you're doing that, you can choose an opportune moment just to solidify your structure and effectively issue a strike on the opponent. And you can practice doing that at different times. As if you were doing real pushing hands. And I've also found it's very good for different structured pushing hands drills. So here's a typical one. So if you were working with an opponent, you'd actually be placing your palm onto the back of their elbow and their wrist each time, and they would be doing the same to you. But it actually works just as effectively with this heavy ball. Do circular shapes as well. Different variations of movement. And all this is very good for training sensitivity and structure in your own body. Sometimes it's quite difficult to find a partner to train with, so this is a good alternative. I've also found very useful for developing your structure in static poses as well. So because there's quite a lot of weight there, as opposed to just pushing into, say, a door frame, you can take the weight forward slightly, maintain your bodily structure down through your stance, and then just hold that posture. You can either increase or decrease the weight by pushing into it more or less. But because by decreasing the tension, you can actually feel more, because you can soften more muscles, so you can increase or decrease to get the right feeling in your body. You can then hold that posture and you can really start to generate some of the internal feeling. And that can be done in different postures as well, static. And then you can also use it for striking. So that can be done in different ways. It could just be done as a straightforward strike. Kicks as well. But I found that it's very useful for, once you get it swinging, practicing adopting a solid position and allowing the weight of the ball come into you, trying to absorb that down to the ground and rebound it back through the body structure as a coil. So effectively just making yourself very So I'd recommend it really for anyone that's interested in these kind of things.